Okay, ayan. Okay, so once again, good morning everyone. Today we will be discussing the topic graphs of circular functions. So in this lesson, we are going to first determine the domain and range of the different circular functions. Then after that, we will graph the six circular functions with its amplitude, period, and phase shift. And we will lastly solve situational problems involving circular functions. Okay, but before that, let me check if you are okay. Kindly press 1 if okay ang lahat so that we can proceed. Tingnan natin kung marami ba yung okay dyan. Ayan, so very good. Okay, so there. So the first topic that we are going to discuss under this lesson is the graphs of the sine and cosine functions. Now, let's recall from your previous discussion or previous lessons, if we have this unit circle and we have this angle theta, we can always find a coordinate on or a point on the terminal side of this angle theta with the coordinates xy, and the coordinates xy corresponds to the value of your cosine and sine. Tama? When we say cosine theta in a unit circle, that is just the x-coordinate of the point on the terminal side of angle theta, while sine theta is the y-coordinate. Tama? So, if you have this unit circle, for a real number x, sine x is just equal to sine theta. So, x here corresponds to the angle theta, not the x-coordinate. Okay, so para meron tayong function ngayon, so we will now let angle theta be x. So that is now in linear measure. Okay, so angle theta has a measure x radian. So that is not the x coordinate again, but that is your angle theta in radians. And that sine theta is the second coordinate of the point on the terminal side of angle theta. So that is the value of y, okay, of the point xy. Similarly, cosine x is equal to cosine theta for an angle theta in x radians. So again, x here is the angle. Okay, and cosine theta is the first coordinate of the point on the terminal side of angle theta. So if you are going to evaluate the values of sine and cosine, yung titignan lang natin ay yung x and y coordinates of the point on the terminal side of angle theta respectively. Tama? So ganun lang yung gagawin natin. Now let's try to graph y equal to sine x. Okay, so again yung x dyan this x here is the angle theta. Okay, now suppose let's consider angles from 0 to 2 pi. So as you can see here, mga special angles yung kinonsider ko. So you have 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2 until 2 pi. Now let's try to evaluate the value of sine at these angles. So you have sine 0, sine pi over 6, sine pi over 4, and so on. Now let's start with sine 0. So what is now the value of the function y when the theta is, or the angle is 0 radian? So what is sine 0? Kindly write it down in the comment section. What is sine 0? Okay, so sine 0 is just, so we have answers here, 0. Very good. So sine 0 is just 0. Tama? Now, how about sine pi over 6? What is sine pi over 6? What is sine pi over 6? So what is sine pi over 6? Again, sine pi over 6 is just 30 degrees. So what is sine 30 degrees? So yung iba nahihirapan if the angle is given in radian measure. So yung iba ang ginagawa, nagka-convert pa. So you familiarize the angles in radian because yun yung gagamitin natin ngayon. Okay, so pi over 6, we have 1/2. Very good. How about sine pi over 4? What is sine pi over 4? Okay, what is sine pi over 4? So we have here from, ayan, so square root of 2 over 2, very good. How about sine pi over 3? What is sine pi over 3? Give me the value of sine pi over 3. Okay, let's check. What is sine pi over 3? Square root of 3 over 2. Very good. Ayan. And what is sine pi over 2? How about sine pi over 2? Okay, so we have 1. And if you are going to continue until 2 pi, you will get this table of values. So you have, for the values of y, you have 0, 1/2, square root of 2 over 2, square root of 3 over 2, 1, and so on until 0. Okay, so we have this table of values. Now, if you are going to plot the points on the Cartesian plane and draw a smooth curve to represent the graph of y equal to sine x, we will get this one. So as you can see, the graph of y equal to sine x is somewhat like a wave graph, right? So parang wave graph siya. So nag-start tayo from 0 to 0 until 2 pi. And we will just extend this one because this is a function. So if you will continue to evaluate the value of y equal to sine x for angles greater than 2 pi and less than 0, you will get those um, points here. Okay? Sa right side and sa left side. So i-extend lang natin 'yan. Okay? Now, looking at the graph, what can you say about the domain of the function? What is now the domain of the function given this graph of y equal to sine x? But before that, who can tell me what domain is? Who can define domain of a function? You may raise your hand if you want to speak, or you can drop it down in the comment section. Okay, Jesse, you're raising your hand.
Domain, sir, is a set of domain, sir, is a set of x values.
Okay, so the domain of the function are just the set of x values, right? So those are values of x that will make the function define. So in this case, what do you think is the domain of the function given the graph of the function? Okay, so it is, so from Hannah, sabi niya, it is the set of real numbers. Because if you are going to check the value or maybe even sa graph lang, if you will check the x values, yung mga angles natin, if you will project that one to the graph, meron siyang corresponding value of y. So therefore, at any values of x, the function is defined. There is a corresponding value of y. So therefore, we say that the domain of the function y equal to sine x is just the set of all real numbers, or that is the set of all x such that x is any real number. Okay? So that is now our domain. Now, how about the range? But before that, who can define range? So what is range of a function? Anyone? Okay, yes, Jesse, again?
Okay, sir. If domain is the set of x values, range is the set of y values of a function.
Okay, those are the possible values of y. Now, in this case, looking at the graph, what is now the range of the function? What do you think is the range of the function? So you look at the values of y. Saan siya nag-range? Anyone? What do you think is the range of the function? It is from
Zero, sir?
negative 0. 0 lang ba?
Negative 1 to 1.
Ayun.
Negative 1 to 1. Is it inclusive or exclusive? When you say inclusive, closed interval. While exclusive, so meaning open interval. Is it open or closed interval? Kasali ba
Close.
yung endpoints negative 1 and 1?
I open. Close.
Open or closed? Ano ba talaga?
Close open. Close open.
So, included ba si negative 1 and 1? Nakikita nyo ba siya sa graph? Yung
No.
value ng y. Look at your y
No.
here. So,
No,
1.
sir.
May value ba dyan? Negative 1. May value ba doon? Tingnan nyo. Or maybe, you can just look at the table of values. May 1 and negative 1 ba dyan?
No, no.
Meron ba?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so therefore is negative 1 included?
Yes.
Included.
Yes, and how about 1?
Included.
Included also. So therefore, we say that the range is just the closed interval negative 1, 1. Okay? Or in notation, we can just say that it is the set of all y such that y is between negative 1 and 1. Okay? So ganun siya. Okay, any questions for the domain and range of the basic sine function? May question ba? If there is none, kindly press 1. Ayan. So again please take note the domain and range of the basic sine function, or that is y equal to sine x. So for the domain, it is the set of all real numbers, while for the range, that is the closed interval negative 1, 1. Okay, now let's check naman y equal to cosine x. So let's try to graph y equal to cosine x. Okay, so before graphing, let's have table of values. Now, what is the value of cosine x when your x is 0? So what is the value of the function? Cosine 0. What is cosine 0?
0.
That is 0. Is cosine 0, 0?
1.
Yeah, 1, 1.
It's 1. Okay, cosine 0 is 1. How about cosine pi over 6? What is cosine pi over 6? What is cosine pi over 6? Anyone?
Square root of 3 over 2, sir.
Square root of 3 over 2. Tama. How about cosine pi over 4? What is cosine pi over 4?
Square root of 2 over 2, sir.
Square root of 2 over 2. How about cosine pi over 3?
1/2.
1/2. And cosine pi over 2?
0, sir.
Sir, 0.
Now, if you are going to continue until 2 pi, you will get this table of values. Ayan. Now, if we will try to plot the points on the Cartesian plane, you will get this graph. So the graph is almost the same with the sine function. It is still a wave graph. However, di-differ lang siya doon sa starting point. Di ba we have, so for cosine, we have 0, 0. Dito siya nag-start sa 0, 0. While for cosine, we have 0, 1. Okay? So, ganun lang ang kaibahan ng dalawa. But they are both wave graphs. Now, based on the graph of cosine function, y equal to cosine x, give me the domain. What is the domain of this function? Set of all real numbers. Very good. So we have the domain is the set of all x such that x is a real number. How about for the range? Okay, that is the closed interval -1 and 1. Okay, so as you can see, for the basic sine and cosine function, magkapareho yung domain and range nila. And the behavior of the graph is almost the same. They are both wave graphs. Ang kaibahan lang ay yung point niya. Okay, but the behavior, the same lang. Okay? Now, let's try to make transformation. What will happen to the graphs of sine, the basic sine and cosine function, if we will try to like alter some part of the equation? Example, suppose we have y equal to sine dx and y equal to cosine dx. Let's investigate the behavior of the graph, or maybe let's investigate the changes that na maibibigay ng b sa ating basic sine and cosine function. So, if lalagyan natin siya ng b, ano kaya yung mangyayari sa kanyang, what they call this, sa kanyang graph? Okay? Now, let's investigate that one using Desmos. Okay, so you may open your Desmos if you want. So, open lang natin yung Desmos and let's investigate kung ano yung mangyayari sa ating graph. Okay? So, open ko lang rin yung Desmos ko dito. Okay? Ayun. And for a while. Okay, so yun. So, open muna natin yung Desmos ko. Ayan. So, ayan. Can you all see my Desmos? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Ayan. Again, ano nga yung nilagay natin? Si B, no? So, let's try to put first y equal to sine x. Ayan. So, yung ipapakita ko lang, maybe kay sine lang muna. Because, as what I've said, yung behavior naman ng cosine and sine, the same lang naman sila because they are both wave graphs. Okay, so let's investigate na lang for sine x. Now, I will change first the values of your x values. Gawin natin siyang radian measure. So, i-change siya dito sa settings. Punta kayo kay x-axis. Makikita niyo yung step dyan. So, I want it by maybe 30 degrees or pi over 6. So, lalagay ko lang pi over 6. Ayan. So, that is by pi over 6 na. Zoom ko lang. Ayan. Nakikita ba siya? Can you all see it? Nakikita?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ayan. Yes. So, there. This is the basic sine function. So, as you can see, nag-start siya sa 0. It will end at, so if you can see here, di ba wave graph siya? So, parang ano siya, cyclical or cyclic function or periodic function. So, So may cycle siya. So from 0, babalik siya sa 2 pi. Then after that interval, okay, the same wave yung makikita niyo from 2 pi to 4 pi. So periodic yung ating function. So may cycle siya. Okay, as you can see here, yung period natin is 2 pi. Tama? So after every interval na 2 pi, babalik yung ating cycle. Okay? Now, what if we will change something sa ating function? We will add b. So we have y equal to sine, sine bx. So I will add a slider para pwede nating i-manipulate yung b. Now, if b is equal to 1, so magiging sine 1x na siya or just sine x. So babalik siya sa ating original function. Tama? Now, what if we will increase the value of b? Okay? So we will increase the value of b. So example, suppose we have 2 for the value of b. What will happen to our function? Ayan. What happened to the function? From y equal to sine x, ginawa natin siyang y equal to sine 2x kasi yung b is 2. What happened to the function? So what can you observe sa graph ng function? Anyone? You may raise your hand if you want to say something or you may type it in the comment section. So anong nakikita niyo sa graph natin? So anong nangyari? Yes, Ira, are you raising your hand? Hello?
No, sir. Wala man, sir.
Okay. So who wants to share his or her observation? Ano nakikita niyo sa graph? Ano nangyari sa graph? After we change the value of b. So again, from 1, ito yung value ng b, di ba? 1. Ayan. Original function pa yan. Now, if we will change it to 2, ayan, nakikita nyo, gumagalaw yung ating graph. So, anong nangyari sa ating graph? Yes, Justin?
Mura siya na ay reflection, sir.
Reflection. So, when we say reflection, dapat yung red line natin nag-reflect siya maybe sa x or sa y-axis. Meron ba? May reflection ba? Tingnan nyo yung mga wavelength natin. Anong nangyari sa wavelength? From the red one, then sa blue one, i-compare nyo siya
And decrease ang width.
Decrease.
again. Nigamay ang curve. So meaning, if nigamay ang curve, nag-shrink siya. Tama? There is shrinking of the graph horizontally. Tama? So nag-shrink siya. From our period na 2 pi, ano na ngayon yung period? From 0, bumabalik siya saan? Saan bumabalik yung cycle or yung period ng ating graph? Tingnan niyo yung blue. Di ba sa red, from 0, andito, babalik siya dito sa 2 pi. Okay, babalik yung value na 0 sa 2 pi. Sa blue naman, from 0, 0, saan siya babalik? 2 pi pa rin ba?
Pi.
Or na-change
Ira,
siya?
sir.
Naging pi. So, yung period ng ating function, nag-decrease din. Tama? It became pi na. Okay, so nag-decrease yung ating period. Next, if we try to increase it more, example, 3. Ayan. What happened to the graph? Anong nangyari sa graph natin?
Mas may decrease.
Mas decrease,
Shrink.
Shrinking.
mas shrink. Tama? So, the graph shrink or shrunk even more. Tama? So, mas nag-shrink siya. And what is now the period? From 0, 0, babalik siya sa
2 pi
ano na
over
ngayon yung
3.
period? 2 pi over 3. Tama? So, increasing the value of b will shrink the graph of the function or the wave even more. Tama? Now, let's try to have values between 0 and 1. So, yung mga fraction, example, 0.5. 0.5. Ah, 0.5. Ayan. Anong nangyari sa graph natin? 0.5. What happened to the graph? Kanina, there is
Modeling
shrinking of the graph.
reflection.
What happened to the graph now? Nag,
Na-increase wavelength.
right? So there is stretching ngayon. So from shrinking kanina, nag-stretch ngayon yung graph natin horizontally. And what happened to the period? From 2 pi, naging ano siya?
4.
4 pi. Tama?
4
So,
pi, sir.
lumaki rin yung period natin. Tama? So, nag-increase yung period. From 2 pi, naging 4 pi siya. Tama? Now, if mas babaan natin siya, between 0 to 1 pa rin. Example, 0.2. Ayan. Anong nangyari sa graph? Oh. Ayan.
Expand of some
Mas na-expand siya or mas nag-stretch siya, di ba? So, there is still stretching and na-change ulit yung ating period and it became 10 pi. Tama? Now, let's have negative values of B. Example, suppose we have negative 1. Negative 1. Ayan. Sa negative 1, anong nangyari sa ating function? Bumalik ba siya sa ating...
no.
No, sir.
Okay, there is no... Ano yun? Hindi siya bumalik. And what is your observation now?
Yung reflect na siya.
Reflection.
Isa-isa lang. If you want to, speak, kindly, or if you want to talk, kindly raise your hand. Ano yun? Yes, Prince? No? Princess? Are you raising your hand?
Reflection. Yes, sir. Reflection.
Okay. So, we have negative 1, merong reflection. Tama? There is reflection na nangyari about the x-axis. Let's try negative 2. Ayan. Negative 2. What happened to the graph? What happened to the graph? Naging negative 2 siya. Ni-shrink na sad, sir. Yes, there is shrinking and there is still reflection. Tama? Nag-reflect siya. Then after that, nag-shrink yung ating graph. Tama? It's negative 3. Tignan nyo. Ayan. Negative 3. What happened to the graph?
Yung shrink somewhat.
Okay. Shrunk even more. Tama? So therefore, there is again shrinking of the graph. Tignan natin yung values between 0 and negative 1. Negative 0.5. Ayan. What happened?
Expanding. Sir.
Okay. So nag-stretch siya. Tama? Na-expand yung ating graph. Okay? And there is still reflection. Tama? Because if you will try to graph sine 0.5x, so reflection lang yung mangyayari. So there is reflecting or there is reflection, then we have stretching. Okay? So therefore, yung B natin dito, nag-i-indicate lang sa stretching and shrinking of the graph. And the sign of B will indicate the reflection. Okay, for sin x. Okay? So, ganun yung observation natin. To summarize all those things na na-observe natin, let's go back to my presentation. Ayan. Okay, so to summarize or generalize those observations that we have, ayan. Okay, so we investigated the graph of y equal to sine dx and y equal to cosine dx. Again, this is almost the same lang yung kanilang tawag dito, behavior. Okay? So, kanina, pinakita ko yung period, right? If you have y equal to sine x and y equal to cosine x, nakita natin that the period is just 2x. And the period is just the length of the function cycle. Okay, kanina from 0 to 2 pi. That's why we say that the period is equal to 2 pi. Okay? If nag-change tayo ng b, there is changes also for the value of the period. Okay, so it depends on the value of b. So in this case, for the original y equal to sine, or the basic y equal to sine x and y equal to cosine x, nakikita natin that the length of the function cycle is just 2 pi. So the period is 2 pi for y equal to sine x and for y equal to cosine x. Tama? So yan yung observation natin kanina. And for the value of b, if b is not equal to 0, then both y equal to sine dx and y equal to cosine dx have period 2 pi over absolute value of b. Nakita natin kanina, di ba, if your b is 3, yung period natin naging 2 pi over 3. Tama? If b is negative 3, yung period niya is still 2 pi over 3. So therefore, yung period natin is calculated now using this formula, 2 pi over absolute value of b. I hope that is clear. Okay? And when your absolute value of b is between 0 and 1, okay, then the graph stretch horizontally. So when we say absolute value of b is greater between 0 and 1, it means that your b is between the fractions negative 1 and 1, or that is just absolute b is between negative 1 and 1. Ayan. So, yan lang yung ibig sabihin. Okay? So, that is for values of b between negative 1 and 1. So, meaning yung mga fractions. Okay? Ayan. Hindi sinama si 0. That's why hindi sinama si 0 dito. Because if your b is 0, walang function na mangyayari kasi magiging 0 ito. 0x. Okay, so y equal to 0, magiging linear function siya. Okay, so the graph stretch horizontally. Okay, except for b equal to 0. Ayan. Now, if your b, absolute value of b is greater than 1, ibig sabihin yan, your b is less than negative 1 or your b is greater than 1. So, increasing the value of b, yung b is equal to 2, 3, or decreasing the value like negative 2, negative 3, mag-shrink yung ating graph. So, the graph shrunk horizontally. Okay? And if your b is less than 0, nakita natin kanina sa sine dx, only for sine, okay? The graph of y equal to sine dx is reflected horizontally. Okay, may kinalaman yan sa pagiging odd function ni sine. For cosine, walang reflection na mangyayari because cosine x is just equal to cosine negative x. Ito may kinalaman sa pagiging even function niya. Okay, pwede niyang i-check. So, yung reflection mangyayari lang for y equal to sine dx when your b is less than 0 or that is negative. Okay? So, if b is negative, the graph of y equal to sine dx is reflected horizontally. I hope that is clear. Any questions so far? Okay lang ba? If there is no more question, kindly press 2. And let's proceed to the next property. Ayan, very good. Okay, so let's now proceed. Let's investigate the graph of y equal to a sine x and y equal to a cosine x. So, ngayon naman, yung isi-check natin is if merong numerical coefficient yung sine and cosine natin. So, si a yung idadagdag natin dito. Let's investigate it using decimals. Okay. Ayan, stop percentile. Okay. Then, let's present my tab. Asan ba yun? Yes. Ayan. Nakikita na ba siya? Can you all see it? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Ayan. So, again, babalik ko si sin x. So, that is the basic sin x para meron tayong comparison later. And we have y equal to a, or maybe si cosine muna para makita nyo yung behavior ng cosine. Again, the same lang kasi yung behavior. So, a cosine x. Ayan. So, let's add a slider para pwede natin i-navigate yung values or i-change yung values ng a. Ayan. If your a is 1, we will have 1 cosine x. So, therefore, it will go back to the original function. Y equals to cosine x. Now, let's try to increase the value of a. Example. Ayan. 2. What happened to the graph?
Yung expand siya vertically.
Okay, there is expansion vertically or nag-stretch yung graph natin vertically. Mas tumaas yung parang ating wave. Right? So, tumangkad yung ating wave dito. Example, if we have 3, what happened?
Mas increase siya kasama, sir.
Mas stretch siya even more. Right? So, vertically. Ayan. Now, what if yung values between 0 and 1? So, 0.5. Ayan. What happened to the graph?
Yung shrink siya vertically.
Okay, there is shrinking of the graph vertically. Mas bumaba yung mga waves natin. Tama? Ayan. Now, let's try negative values of A. Example, negative 1. What happened?
Nag-reflect siya, sir.
Nag-reflect. So, there is
Reflection.
reflection. Okay? Negative 2. Ayan. What happened to the graph?
X.
Direct, black, and stretch vertically.
Okay, it stretched vertically and there is still reflection. Tama? If negative 3, it will stretch even more vertically. So, how about if negative 0.5? Ayan. What happened?
Shrink vertically, sir.
Okay, shrink siya vertically. Now, I forgot to ask you kanina, how about for the domain and range? Is there any changes for the domain? Is there any changes for the domain? Again, if we are talking about the domain, you will just look at the values of x. So, tignan nyo dyan if meron bang values ng x na makakapag-undefined sa ating function. If wala, then we say that the domain is still the set of all real numbers. Tama? How about for this case? What is the domain? Meron ba
Set.
dyan discontinuous?
Set of all real numbers.
So therefore, walang changes sa domain. How about for the range? Is there any changes for the range?
Wala, sir.
Wala, sir.
Wala,
Wala
sir.
rin ba? Dito sa original,
Ay.
di ba yung range natin is from 1 and then from negative 1 and 1. Now, for the new function, ito, y equal to a cosine x where a is negative 0.5. Meron bang values na 1 dyan? Umabot ba siya sa 1?
0.5.
May graph ba dito sa 1? 0.5 lang, di ba? Yan, yung maximum value is 0.5, the minimum value is negative 0.5. So therefore, yung range niya is from negative 0.5 to 0.5 only. Tama? So therefore, may changes na yun sa range. Okay? And it depends on the value of A. Right? So that is for the range. Now, generalizing all those things that we've observed, we have this one. Balik tayo sa presentation. Ayan. Okay. Now, putting an A to our basic sine and cosine function, may kinalaman yan sa tinatawag nating amplitude. Ano ba yung amplitude ng ating function? The amplitude is just the distance from the middle of the periodic function to its peak or trough. Meaning that is the distance from the middle line to the maximum or to the minimum value. So that is the peak and the trough of the periodic function. So kanina, when your A is negative 0.5, yung distance from the middle to the maximum point is also 0.5. Tama? So therefore, yung amplitude natin is 0.5. Okay? So again, putting an A to our basic cosine and sine function, may kinalaman yan sa ating amplitude. So may changes na yun sa ating amplitude. Okay? If A is not equal to 0, then both y equal to A sine x and y equal to A cosine x have amplitude equal to absolute value of A. Diba when your A is 2, the amplitude kasi tataas yung ating wave, the amplitude is equal to 2 also. If your A is equal to negative 3, may reflection, tas tataas yung ating yung wave natin. So yung amplitude is equal to 3, yung positive value. Kasi we are talking about distance. Okay? When your A naman is greater than 1, that means, or absolute value of A is greater than 1, that means that your A is less than negative 1 or A is greater than 1. Then the graph stretch vertically. Okay, so there is stretching of the graph vertically. Ayan. Now, if your absolute value of A is less than 1, that means your A is between negative 1 and 1, then the graph shrunk vertically. Okay, so may shrinking of the graph vertically. Nakita naman natin kanina sa illustration. Tama? And when your A is ang tawag dito, when your A, hindi ba nasama yung reflection? Pero andito yata. Yeah. When your A is less than 0, meaning that is negative, the graphs are reflected horizontally or about the x-axis. Nakita natin yan kanina. And the range of y equal to A sine x and A cosine x is given by negative absolute value of A and absolute value of A. So yung ratio to change depending on the value of A. Tama? So these are our observations kanina sa ating illustration. Any questions, clarifications so far? Okay lang ba? If there is none, kindly press 2. Ayan, very good. Okay? Now, how about if we will add another value? So in this case, we have C. Okay, so ilalagay natin si A and B, then we have C. Okay, let's investigate now the behavior of our graph. Okay, balik tayo kay Desmos. Ayan, suppose A and B are constant. So we have, okay, so share ko muna si Desmos. Ayan, share natin yung tab. Desmos. Ayan, nakikita na to siya. I hope nakikita siya. No? Okay, so we have, suppose we have values for A and B. So we have 2, suppose 2 sine 3x. Ayan. Salit natin to. Okay, so we have y equal to 2 sine 3x. So nakikita natin that the amplitude of this function is 2. So from the middle line, which is the x-axis dito, to the maximum point, that is 2 units, or the distance is 2. So therefore, the amplitude is 2. And you can also see here that the period is, ano yung period? Anyone. From 0, 0, nag-end siya sa anong value? Or bumalik siya sa anong value? What is
2
the
pi
period?
over 3.
Okay, 2 pi over 3 because our b is 3. So 2 pi over absolute value of 3 or just 2 pi over 3. Ayan. Now let's try to add c. So we have y equals to 2. Lagay ko lang si sine. Sine 3. Ano nangyari? 3 times x minus c. Ayan. And let's add a slider for this one. Now balik muna natin sa original. Ayan. When your c is 0, gawin natin ibang color. Okay, ibahin natin yung kulay blue. Done. Ayan. When your c is 0, you will have x minus 0 or just 0. Tama? So you will go back to the original form. Y equal to 2 sine 3x. Tama? Now, let's try to change the value of c. Example, 1 na lang. Example, if your c is 1, what happened to the graph? Ayan. Dadahan-dahanin ko siyang i-move to 1. Ayan. Tingnan nyo yung graph. Ayan. What happened to the graph? Anyone? As I move the value of c, what happened to the graph?
Na-expand.
Expand ba? Balik natin. 0.
I-multiply.
Ayan, 0. Okay, 0 yan, di ba? Sige, 0.1 na lang. 0.1. Anong nangyari? Yung 0.1. Ayan, 0.1. From the red one, ayan, si blue, ano nangyari? 0.1. Ano ba yan? 0.1. Tignan nyo if 0.2. 0.2. 0.3. 0.4. So, ano yung observation nyo?
More siya being forward.
Be forward. Or there is movement. Right? Nag-move yung ating graph to the what direction?
Right.
To the right.
To the right. Right? Right. Okay. So, yung graph natin shifted to the right. Right? So, yon. Now, how about if 0.5, ayan, mas mag-move siya even more, 0.7, 0.8, 0.1, 2, 3, ayan. Nag-move yung ating graph. Now, what is negative? Yung C. Negative 0.1, ayan. Negative 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, ayan.
Move
So
to the
what
left.
is now? Okay, it moves to the left or it shifted to the left. Okay, so therefore, yung C pala natin dito, nag-i-indicate lang sa shifting of the graph to the left and to the right. Okay, so if your C is positive, so it moves to the right, and if your C is negative, it moves to the left. It is always that the equation is x minus c. Okay? X minus c. Okay? So going back to our presentation. Ayan. Lagay natin yung ating ayan. So, putting a c to our function, that indicates the shifting of the graph horizontally or the horizontal shift. That is the shifting of the function to the left or to the right. Okay, kanina sinabi natin or observation natin, when c is positive, the graph is shifted c units to the right. So whatever is the value of c, yun rin yung shifting niya. Okay, c units to the right. If your C is negative, the graph is shifted 3 units to the left. Now, my question is, may changes ba sa domain? May changes ba sa domain ng function kanina?
No, sir.
No, there is no changes kasi wala namang naging undefined doon. Tama? So therefore, the domain is still the set of real numbers. However, for the range, may changes ba sa range?
No.
Wala rin kasi nag-move lang siya to the left and to the right. Walang movement sa ating y-axis. Tama? Therefore, the range will still be the closed interval, negative, absolute value of A, and absolute value of A. Kasi may A tayo dito. Di ba kanina sa amplitude, merong changes rin sa range. So dito, kung ano yung changes after you applied A, ganun pa rin yung range natin for this one. Okay, pag-apply natin ng C. Okay, I hope that is clear. Do you have any questions, clarification? And if there is none, kindly press 3. Ayan. So again, C corresponds to the shifting of the graph horizontally. Now, what if we have another transformation? So, ano yung dinagdag natin? Si B ngayon yung dinagdag natin. Okay? Ano ngayon yung ating behavior? Or ano yung changes sa behavior ng graph? Let's look at decimal. Ayan. Sure. I hope nakikita niyo siya. Okay? Now, let's try to put some value of C para ano siya. Let's put the ayan. Para constant yung A, B, and C natin. So, titignan natin yung behavior ng function if we add B. Okay? So, we have y equal to 2 times 3 times x minus 1, then plus B tayo. Add slider. So, example, if B is 0, so plus 0, so walang mangyayari sa ating function. Tama? So, it will go back to the original form. Yung 2 times 3 times x minus 1. Now, what if we will increase the value of B? Example, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.9, 1. Then we have 2. Ano nangyari sa graph?
The graph moves upward. Shift upward.
Okay, it moves upward. Or the graph shifted above the graph. Tama? So therefore, there is shifting or the graph translated upward. Tama? So yung movement niya, pataas. If negative yung D, tingnan niyo yung behavior ng graph. Ayan. Negative, 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 negative. Ayan.
Shifted downward, sir.
Downward. Diba? So mas nakikita siya ang ganda ng Desmos. Nakikita niyo yung behavior ng function. Okay? So from that, going back to our slide, huwag na natin patagalin, nakikita niyo na yung behavior. Ayan. Okay. Balik tayo sa ating presentation. Okay, putting a D to our function that corresponds to the vertical shift, since that is the shifting of the function above or below. Okay? So when your D is positive, nakita natin kanina that the graph is shifted D units above. Tama? When your D is negative, the graph is shifted D units below. Okay, now how about for the range? May changes ba sa range? Nag-change ba yung mga Y's natin?
Yes.
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 How about for the domain?
No, set of all real numbers.
So still all real numbers, right? So yung range lang yung nag-change, and the range now is given by this closed interval, negative absolute value of A plus B and absolute value of A plus B. Okay? So that is for the range of the function. Ayan. Now, bakit ko to dinidiscuss? Because these properties, these four properties, we have the amplitude, period, the horizontal shift, and the vertical shift will help us graph the sine and cosine function easily. Okay, so given these properties, mas madali natin siyang i-graph. And how are we going to do that one? So in graphing sine or cosine function of this form, ayan, so we have y equal to a sine b times x minus c plus b, or y equal to a cosine b times x minus c plus b. In graphing these functions, we will follow these steps. So we have, I think, 6 steps. So madali lang siya. First, for number 1, we will determine the domain and range. So therefore, before you determine the domain and range, you need to determine first A, B, C, and D. Because si range natin, kailangan natin si A and si B. Tama? For the domain, wala namang changes to domain. The domain will always be the set of all real numbers. So wala tayong problem sa domain, yung range lang. So we need to identify A, B, C, and D. And A, B, C, and D will determine the properties. First, we have the period. Then we have the amplitude, horizontal shift, and the vertical shift. And that is step 2. Okay? Then after that, step 3, we will divide the interval, close interval C, and C plus 2 pi over B, or the period, C plus period, into 4 equal parts. So we need your C and your period. Then after that, evaluate the function at each of the 5x values. Identify the step 3, because after dividing the interval into 4 equal parts, makakakuha tayo ng 5x values or yung mga points. Doon natin i-evaluate yung function. The points will correspond to the highest point, lowest point, and the middle point of the graph. So therefore, dapat yung final answer natin, yung makukuha natin ay yung highest point, lowest point, and the middle point. If iba yung nakuha niya, there's something wrong with your solution. Okay? Then for step 5, we will plot the points on the Cartesian plane, then join them with smooth curve. Okay? Similar to the graph of basic sine or cosine function, meaning yung wave graph. So, dapat yung graph natin is wave. Yung iba kasi yung ginagawa, kasi parang 5 points lang yung makikita, ang gagawin, zigzag. Okay? So, zigzag yung kanilang graph. And which is wrong. It should be a wave graph. Then we will extend the graph to the right and to the left as needed. Because again, the domain is the set of all real numbers. So, i-extend nyo siya sa left side and right side. Lagyan nyo ng arrow. So, hindi siya mag-end doon sa isang period lamang. Okay? I hope that is clear. Now, I want you to screenshot this steps kasi mamaya hindi na natin siya babalikan para diretso yung ating solving mamaya. Okay? Sige, take a screenshot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's try to graph these two functions here. We have 1, y equal to 2 sine 3 times x minus pi over 6 plus 2. And for number 2, we have negative 3 cosine 2 times x minus pi over 4 minus 1. Now, before we start, I want to check if you're still okay. Kindly press 1 if you're still okay. Okay pa ba tayo dyan? Okay pa ba? Ayan. Ayan, marami-rami pa naman yung okay, no? Ayan. So, let's try to solve number 1. Okay, following the steps kanina. So, we have y equal to 2 sine 3 times x minus pi over 6 plus 2. So, dito yung angle natin, ha? The angle is yung argument dito. Ayan. Okay, that is the angle, yung katabi ni sine. Okay? First, let's identify the values of A, B, C, and D. So, ano yung A? Anyone? What is our A?
2, sir.
What is our A here?
Yes, sir. 2.
Okay, very good. How about B?
3.
3.
3.
3. How about C?
5
5
over
over
6.
6.
Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Positive.
Pass.
Positive.
O, diba?
Positive.
Positive. It's positive. Take note, this is always minus, ha? So, kung ano yung sign dyan, i-change lang dito sa C. Okay, then D?
Positive
2.
2.
Positive 2. Ayan. Minsan, sa exam, ha, interchange yung mga ating A, B, C, and D. Or yung, ang tawag yung order. So, you need to really check. Okay? Yung B natin dapat nasa labas siya. Meaning, naka-factor out. So, baka sa exam natin, yung iba kasi para merong parang para makita nyo yung application talaga, yung iba, dinidistribute yung 3. So, hindi agad makikita si B and C. So, you need to factor out first. Okay, na coefficient of X para makita nyo yung si B. And para makita nyo rin yung C. Okay? Ayan. So, there. Now, from that, for a while lang, may tumatawag sa telephone. Okay, for a while lang ha. Ayan, I'm back. Am I still audible? Can you all hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have A, B, C, and D na, right? So from that, let's now follow the steps. Step 1, ano nga yung step 1? Who can state step 1?
Determine the dominant range.
Okay, we need to determine the domain and range. So what is the domain of the function? Ano nga yung domain?
Set of
DF
all
na lang,
real
ha?
numbers.
Set of all real numbers. So we have set of all x such that x is an element of all real numbers. Okay, ayan. Then, for the range of the function, what is the range?
Negative 2 plus
2
2.
over, ay, negative 2
Ano nga yung formula? We have negative absolute value of a plus b. Then we have absolute value of a plus b. Right? So from that, we have negative absolute value of 2 plus our d is also 2. Then absolute value of 2 plus 2. Right? So A and D lang yung kailangan natin. So wag niyong agad ibigay. You need to check your A and D. So evaluating what is the range of the function. So what is negative absolute value of 2 plus 2?
0.
Ilan yan? 0. Again, nasa labas yung negative ha. So that is negative. Absolute value of 2 is 2. So negative 2 yan. Plus 2, 0. Then absolute value of 2 plus 2, you have 4. Tama? So the range is 0, 4. So from the range itself, malalaman na natin yung minimum and maximum point. Ano yung minimum? What will be the minimum point? Hello?
0.
0. Then the maximum point is
4.
4. Tama? So meron na tayong hint. Dapat yung final answer natin sa table mamaya, merong 0 and 4. What is the middle point? What is the midpoint of 0 and 4?
2.
2. So, therefore, 0 to 4. Yun yung hint natin. Dapat 0 to 4 yung makukuha nating value. Okay? So, from step 1 pa lang, mapapicture out mo na yung maximum, minimum, and the middle point. Okay? Next, step 2. Ano nga yung step 2? Anyone? What is step 2?
Determine the period 2 pi over absolute
Determine
value.
the properties. Right? So first, lagayin muna natin yung amplitude siguro. What is the amplitude? What is the formula in finding the amplitude?
2 pi over absolute value B.
Amplitude. What is amplitude?
The A. Absolute value of
Ah,
A. Absolute
absolute
value of A.
value of A. Okay, there should be absolute value, ha? Then absolute value of A, so you have absolute value of 2, and that is 2. So the amplitude is 2. Okay, or 2 units. Next, period tayo. Period. So the period is equal to, ano yung formula?
2 pi over absolute value B.
Absolute value of B. So we have 2 pi. Then absolute value of, what is B? 30. So we have 2 pi over 30. Okay, so the period is 2 pi over 3. Next, horizontal shift. Okay, horizontal shift, that is x equal to c. So what is our c? What is c?
Pi over 6.
So we have x equal to pi over 6. So this is our horizontal shift. Vertical shift. Vertical shift. That is b equal to, what is our d?
Positive 2.
Yeah, we have 2. Horizontal shift, or that is your phase shift, ha? Baka sa ibang books. Phase shift siya. Okay? So we have vertical translation. We have b equal to 2. So we already have the, what you call this, properties. Step 3. Ano yung step 3? What is step 3?
Divide the intervals.
Okay, so divide the interval, that is c, then c plus period. Pwedeng period na lang because 2 pi over absolute value of b yun, di ba? So that is the period. Okay? So, i-determine muna natin yung interval. What is our c again? Pi over 6. Right? Then we have pi over 6. What is the period? Plus, ano yung period?
2
2
pi
pi
over 3.
over 3. So, ilan to? Kindly solve. We have pi over 6 and pi over 6 plus 2 pi over 3. Ano yung value?
Seven
It's
pi
the
over
result.
6.
Ilan?
7 pi over 6.
Really? 7?
5 pi over 6.
Okay. 5 pi over 6. Ayan. So, we have from pi over 6 to 5 pi over 6. So, lagay natin yung interval dito para makita natin yung tawag dito, yung division. So, we have from pi over 6 and we have 5 pi over 6. Kunin natin first, makukuha natin una yung middle. How do you solve for the midpoint? Di ba, i-add lang natin, then divide by 2. So, add nyo yung pi over 6 plus 5 pi over 6, divide it by 2. What is the result? Again, i-add nyo yung endpoints, then divide it by 2. Pi over 6 plus 5 pi over 6 over 2. What is the result?
Pi over 2.
Okay, it's pi over 2. Tama? Ayan. Next, this one here. O, makukuha natin yung ito, the midpoint of pi over 6 and pi over 2. So therefore, i-add nyo si pi over 6 and pi over 2, then divide it by 2. What is the result? Pi over 6
pi
plus pi
over
over 2
3.
over 2.
2 pi over 3,
Diba?
sir.
2 pi over 3. Talaga? Is it 2 pi over 3, guys?
I don't
Can you
know.
confirm? Is it 2 pi over 3?
Yes. I
Diba rin ng 2 over 9, fine? True? Ano? O check nyo, check. You check pi over 6 plus pi over 2 over 2. So that will be pi over 6 plus 3 pi over 6. So 4 pi over 6, right? Tama? Then 4
2
pi
pi
over
over
6.
3.
So 2 pi over 3. Then divide it by 2 pa. Divide pa ng 2 kasi midpoint. After you add, the result after adding is 2 pi over 3. Divide it by 2, what is the result?
Pi
Pi
over
over
3.
3.
So therefore, this is pi over 2. Tama? Okay. How about this one? Midpoint of pi over 2 and 5 pi over 6. Add nyo siya. So that will be 3 pi over 6 plus 5 pi over 6. 8 pi over 6. Then divide it by 2. What is the result? So 4 pi over 3 divided by 2.
2 pi over 3.
You have 2 pi over 3. Ayan. So, dapat you really check. Kasi kung mali yung ating points pa lang dito sa step 3, for sure, mali yung table of values natin mamaya. Okay? Next step 4, gawa na tayo ng table of values. Let's evaluate the function at these values of x. So, 5 yung x natin. So, we have step 4. We have x dito. Ayan. Divide them natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have, lagay lang natin, pi over 6, pi over 3, then we have pi over 2, 2 pi over 3, and 5 pi over 6. Ngayon, i-dissect muna natin yung ating, what we call this, itong function natin dito para mas makita natin yung value, okay? Una kong gagawin, kukunin ko muna yung angle, yung argument. So, meaning, ito muna. Okay lang ba? Ito muna yung kukunin ko. Again, first that you will take is the angle. Okay? Para mas madali siyang i-evaluate later. Huwag niyo munang isabay agad, baka malito kayo. So, we have the angle 3 times x minus pi over 6. Ayan. So, let's evaluate when your x is pi over 6, you substitute it here. Ayan. So, what is now the value when your x is equal to pi over 6? So, substitute nyo. So, you have 3 times pi over 6 minus pi over 6. Ilan yan?
0.
0.
Okay, so this is 0. Ayan. Next, pi over 3. So, pi over 3 minus pi over 6 times 3. What is the result? Sige, solve nyo. Pi over 3 minus pi over 6 times 3.
Pi over 2.
Okay, very good. This is pi over 2. How about this pi over 2? Pi over 2 minus pi over 6 times 3.
Pi.
Negative 8.
Ano? It's pi, no? Tama.
Pi lang,
2
sir.
pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 minus pi over 6 times 3.
3 pi over 2.
Okay, very good. This is 3 pi over 2. How about this 5 pi over 6? 5 pi over 6 minus pi over 6 times 3.
2 pi.
We have 2 pi. Ayan. Okay. Next natin is, ito muna. Isasali ko si A. Ayan. Okay lang ba? Sali ko muna siya, ha? Before, last na natin yung B. So, mag-a-add lang kasi tayo ng 2 mamaya. Mas madali na. We have 2 sine 3 times x minus 5 over 6. Take note, these values here, ito yung lahat, itong angle na 3 times x minus 5 over 6. So, i-diretso na natin siya 2 times sine 0. Okay, again, itong 3 times x minus pi over 6, yung mga values niya ay itong 0, pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. Okay? So, substitute nyo na agad, sine 0, then times 2. What is sine 0? Then times 2. What is the result? Sine 0 times 2.
None.
Ilan? What is sine 0?
0.
0.
0 times 2?
0.
0.
0. So 0. Next, sine pi over 2. What is sine pi over 2? Sine pi over 2.
1.
1 times 2,
2.
we have 2. Sine pi. What is sine pi? What is sine pi?
0.
0 times 2,
0.
0.
0. Ayan. So, dapat, ano na ha, na-master nyo na yung evaluating circular functions, ano yung values nila, para hindi na kayo mahirapan. Sine 3 pi over 2. What is sine 3 pi over 2?
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1 times 2,
Negative 2.
2.
2.
Ayan. Then, sine 2 pi.
0.
Sine 2 pi. 0 times 2 you have 0. Then, after that, yung kabuuan na. So, have y equal to 2 sine 3 times x minus pi over 6 plus 2. So, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 2. Kasi tapos na ito lahat kanina. So, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 2 dyan. So, 0 plus 2, we have 2. 2 plus 2, we have 4. 0 plus 2, we have 2. Negative 2 plus 2, 0. 0 plus 2, we have 2. Okay lang ba? Nakapalo?
Yes.
Okay lang ba?
Yes.
Nag-add lang ako
So-
ng 2, ha? Ayan, so nakikita natin dito na yung values na nakuha natin is 0, 2, and 4. And yun yung hints natin sa step 1 pa lang. So therefore, tama yung values natin. Okay? So we are done with step 4. Now, step 5, ano yung step 5? What is step 5?
Plot the points.
Plot the point na. So therefore, mag-graph na tayo. Ayan. So, suppose this is y. Then, ano ba to? 0 to 4. Ayan. So, dito na lang. Ayan. This is x. Ayan. So, 0 to 4. Suppose this is 2. This is 4. Ayan. And take note our interval. So, we have the angles already. Ito, or values ng x. So, pwede nang ilagay yan lahat. The same yung kanilang interval. Hindi na tayo mahihirapan. You don't need to put all the special angles. Okay, hindi na siya kailangan. Kailangan lang natin ay yung mga x dito, yung 5. So, lagay natin pi over 6. Ayan, 3.25. That is mga less than 1 yan, no? Sige, ano lang natin, kapalan lang natin yung interval. Suppose ganito siya, ha? Example lang to. This is not perfect na interval. Okay, kasi pi over 6, so that is 3.14 over 6. So, almost that is less, more than 0.5. Tama? So, more than 0.5. So, andito, ang liliit. So, lalakihan ko lang yung interval sa x. Okay? So, for illustration lang to, ha? Pero kung totoong graphing talaga, dapat tama yung interval. Okay, ayan. So, suppose this is pi over 6. This is pi over 3. Next, we have pi over 2. Ayan, dapat the same yung interval. Then we have 2 pi over 3. And we have last one, 5 pi over 6. Ayan. Then you plot the points. When your x is pi over 6, the value of y is 2. So we have this here. Tama? When pi over 3, we have 4. So here. When pi over 2, we have 2. So here. So pi over 3, we have 0. Ito. Then if pi over 6, we have 2. Ayan, dito. Then after that, let's join them with a smooth curve. So step 5, and so pwede nyo na siyang i-combine. Kasi gagawa lang naman tayo ng curve. Ayan. So, dapat wave graph yung graph ninyo. So, suppose perfect na yan na wave graph. Ayan. So, gawa lang tayo ng arrow. Extend nyo siya sa left and sa right. Ayan. So, yon. So, that is now our graph. Any questions? Clarification? Okay lang ba? Do you have any questions, clarification so far? Hello? Do you have any questions? If there is none, kindly press 1. Ay, kanang step 3, sir, unsaon na? Step 3. Again, step 3, ang gagawin nyo lang, saan ba yun? Ayan. So, step 3, we will divide the interval C, given na to. Given C and C plus the period. Okay, we already have the value of C here. And we have the period 2 pi over 3. So, ilagay nyo lang dyan sa formula. So, we have C, then C plus the period 2 pi over 3. And the result is this one. I-divide natin itong interval na to into 4 equal parts. So, therefore, we have the interval pi over 6. We have the parang number line siya or segment para mas makita nyo yung division. And pi over 6. Ayan. So, divide natin siya into 4. So, first natin makukuha ay yung middle. Sa middle, ang gagawin ninyo, ito nakuha siya by adding the endpoints pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6 divided by 2. The result is pi over 2. Yan. Next, ito namang pi over 3, nakuha siya by adding pi over 6 and pi over 2 kasi gitna siya ng dalawang points na to. So, ito nakuha siya by pi over 6 plus pi over 2 over 2. Ayan. So, yan. The result is pi over 3. And 2 pi over 3 nakuha siya by adding this one, pi over 2 and 5 pi over 6 kasi gitna siya ng dalawang points na yan. So, we have pi over 2 plus 5 pi over 6 divided by 2. This is the result. I hope that is clear. Na-answer
Yes, sir.
ko ba yung question? Ayan. So, mas klaro na siya. What else? Do you have any other questions? Okay lang ba? If there is none, kindly press 1. Pa-1 kayo. Ayan. Okay, so wala na. Let's have number 2. Ayan. Number 2. So, we don't need now Desmos to graph the function. Diba? Maybe mag-Desmos lang kayo for checking. Okay? Sige. We have y equal to negative 3 cosine 2 times x minus 4 minus 1. What is your A?
Negative
What is
3.
A? Negative 3. What is B?
Positive 2.
Positive 2.
2. What is C?
Positive pi over
Positive pi
4.
over 4.
Over 4.
Yeah,
4.
over 4.
What if magiging plus to? Anong mangyayari sa C?
Negative pi
Negative
over
pi
4.
over 4.
Okay, so ganun lang ha, if flat siya. Pero minus naman yung binigay, so possible siya. Okay, then what is your D?
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
You already have values for A, B, C, and D. Step 1. Masyado bang maliit yung mga sulat ko? Nababasa pa rin?
Gamay.
Klaro man, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
sige. So first, let's have the domain. What is the domain again?
Set of all
Set
real
of all real numbers.
Okay. Ayan. How about the range? Ano yung formula? Negative absolute value of A plus
A
B.
plus D.
Then absolute value of A plus B. Ayan. So we have negative absolute value of negative 3 plus B. So minus 1 na siya kasi negative yung B natin. Right? Then absolute value of negative 3 minus 1. What is the result? Negative
Negative 4.
and
2. Ay, yeah, 2.
2. Ayan. So we have negative 4 and 2. So therefore, Our minimum point is -4 and our maximum point is 2. What is the midpoint? Middle point of
Negative
-4 and
1.
Negative 1.
-1. So, dapat yun yung mga values na makuha niyo mamaya. Okay, next, step 2. Let's have amplitude first. Ano nga yung amplitude? That is the absolute value of A. So, we have absolute value of -3. So, you have 3, right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
period. What is the formula in finding the period again?
2 pi
2 pi.
over
Absolute value of B.
Okay, so we have 2 pi over what is your V?
Positive 2.
So
Positive
what is
2.
our period? Pi. Pi na lang, no? Okay, tama ba? Horizontal shift. Okay, or the phase shift, we have F equal to C. So we have
pi
F
over
equal
4.
to pi over 4. Ayan. So our graph shifted pi over 4 units to the right. Tama. Vertical shift. B is equal to -1. How are you going to interpret this one? B is equal to 1. The graph shifted what? How are you
Downward.
going
Downwards.
to downward? Ilang units?
1.
1
1.
unit. Okay, so you need to know how to interpret also the properties sa baka lalabas ito sa summative natin. Okay, so dapat alam nyo kung paano siya i-interpret. Next, step 3. Ano nga yung formula ng interval? C, then C plus C, right? So we have C is pi over 4. Then we have pi over 4 plus C. What is our C? Pi.
Pi.
So this is pi over 4 and ilan?
3 pi over 2.
Ilan? Pi over 4 plus pi? 5 pi over 4? Tama.
5 pi over 4, sir.
Okay. Right? Okay. Then let's tawag dito. Divide the interval. We have pi over 4 and we have 5 pi over 4. Sige, i-add nyo. Then divide it by 2.
3 pi over 2.
3 pi over 2. Final? Okay, sige. How about this one? Add nyo yung nasa gitna at yung pi over 4, then divide it by 2.
7 pi over 8.
Eh, teka lang. Dito sa gitna, can you check daw? 6 pi
Correct,
over 4 divide by 2. Is it 3 pi over 2?
3
Can
pi
we check?
over 4, sir.
4, no? This
Yes.
is 4. How about this one? Here.
Pi.
We have 4 pi over 4 over 2. So pi over 2. Tama? Is this pi over 2?
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Next, this one here. 3 pi over 4 plus 4 pi over 4, that is 8 pi over 4 or 2 pi divided by 2, so you have pi. Right? Okay lang ba? Tama ba?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Ayun. So, 1, 2. Okay. Ayun. Sige. So, after that, we have step 4. Okay. check nyo ha, baka may ano yung mga solutions natin. Okay. Okay, you have x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have pi over 4. We have pi over 2. We have 3 pi over 4. We have pi and 5 pi over 4. Okay? Then, we have the angle first. Ano yung angle natin? Sige nga, kayo yung mag-determine what is the angle.
2
2 times.
minus pi over 4.
Okay, very good. Ayan. Then, you substitute. What is the result? Pi over 4. So, pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times 2. Again, pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times 2. What is the result?
Pi over 6.
Again, pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times 2.
0.
0. Pi over 2 minus pi over 4 times 2.
Pi over 2.
Pi over 2. 3 pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times 2.
Pi.
Pi.
Pi. Pi minus pi over 4 times 2.
3 pi over
3
2.
pi over 2.
Pi over 4 minus 5 pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times 2.
2 pi.
Ayan. Na-observe niyo ba kanina? Balikan natin yung number 1 ha. Ayan. Ano yung mga values dito sa angle? We have 0. Diba ayan? Pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. Ngayon, the same lang ba sila?
Same.
Yes. So,
Yes.
yun. Kaya hindi na ako nag-check if tama yung answer nyo or mali. Because that is my parang palatandaan na. Okay, whenever you are going to substitute na the values of x to your angle dito, okay, dapat yung lalabas ay si 0, pi over 2, si pi at si 3 pi over 2 and si 2 pi. If hindi sila yung lalabas, there's something wrong with your excess dito. Okay? So, after you substitute yung mga x ninyo, pag ito yung lumabas, then tama yung mga division points ninyo. Okay? So, that is your hint. So, I hope nakuha niyo yan. Okay? Gets ba? Okay, so dapat ito yung makuha natin, ha? Then after that, lagay na natin yung a. So, we have negative 3 cosine of 2x minus pi over 4. Ayan. So, let's substitute. What is cosine 0? Then times negative 3. What is cosine 0?
0.
0.
0, sir.
Sure. Cosine 0
1, sir.
is 1. Times negative 3, you have negative 3.
Negative 3.
Negative.
So you need to check, ha? Oo. I-familiarize nyo na yung mga sine, cosine. Cosine pi over 2, ilan?
0.
0. Times negative 3, you have 0. Then cosine pi,
Negative 1.
negative 1 times negative 3, positive 3.
Positive.
Yeah. Cosine 3 pi over 2,
0.
0 times negative 3, you have 0. Cosine 3 pi, 2 pi pala. Cosine 2 pi,
1.
1 times negative 3, you have
Negative 3.
Negative.
3. Ayan. Then last na. Last is y equal to negative 3 cosine of 2x minus pi over 4 minus 1. So, subtract lang tayo ng 1. So, we have negative 3 minus 1. We have
Negative 4.
Negative 4.
Negative 2.
0 minus 1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
3 minus 1.
Positive 2.
2.
Positive 2.
0 minus 1.
Negative
Negative
1.
1.
3 minus 1.
Negative 4.
Nakuha ba natin yung maximum, middle point, and low minimum point? Tama ba yung nakuha nating point? From
Yes.
the range?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Negative.
So, okay na siya. Then, let's have step 5. So, ganun lang. Okay? Ayan. Ano nga yun? Negative 4. May 2 rin. So, dito na lang. And by the way, baka yung iba ha, you need also to check if negative ba yung mga x natin, positive. Kasi yung iba, agad-agad nilalagay yung first point dito, second point dito, third point dito, fourth, fifth, without looking at the sign. Kung negative yan, dapat nandun siya sa left side. Okay? So, you need to check. Okay? Kung ano yung sign. So, dapat nandito sa left side yung iyong graph, hindi sa right side. Okay? So, pag ganon, mali na yung graph nyo. Okay? So, please take note of that. Sige, so suppose this is 2, this is 0, so negative 2, this is negative 4. Negative 2, so this is negative 1, right? Negative 2 ito. So, suppose this is pi over 4, this is pi over 2, positive naman lahat, then 3 pi over 4, pi, then we have 5 pi over 4. Okay? So, let's plot the point. Pi over 4, you have negative 4, so it is somewhere here. Pi over 2, you have negative 1, so here. Tama? Ito. 3 pi over 4, you have 2. Paano ba to? Parang Z na siya. Then, pi is 2. No, pi is negative 1. So here. And 5 pi over 4 is negative 4. So again, dapat wave graph yung result ng graph, ha? Wave graph ba yan? Yes, of course. Wave pa rin yan. Anong gagawin? So, gagawin nyo lang siyang wave. Pagandun. Okay? Pagandun siya. Kasi cosine curve ito. Okay? So, that is your graph. Any questions?
Answer.
Any questions? Clarification? So far? Okay lang ba? Do you have any questions, guys?
None so far, sir.
Okay. So if there is none, then let's end our discussion here. Okay? So i-end ko muna to. Then stop natin yung recording. Ayan. Ayan. Ito